What's up, creators? It's your boy, Mad Mike. Welcome back to the Mad Lab. Welcome back to another vlog. On today's episode, I'm gonna show you guys how to make a rear diffuser for your car. So stay tuned, check it out.
If you can see it in your mind, you can hold it in your hand. Ha! Dare to be you. This world is just a canvas to our imagination. Turn a figment of your mind into creation.
You're recording, man. So we took our template that we made up for the rear diffuser, and basically what we did was we mocked it up with cardboard first. So you see how you got your cardboard templates, make it out of cardboard, and then you make one master template to start, and then you lay that template on top of your metal, just like that. You see that? Boom. And then you cut it out of your metal, and then you can give it some shape, and then I'll bolt it up and weld it up all together. So right now we're just making a big cut. Cameraman Riker's behind the camera right now, and if you come over here you can see the cut we're gonna make. So basically this is our template right here, and you can see how I traced out my master template for the rear diffuser on here, and I'm just gonna make this cut right there. Bada bing, bada boom. So let's get to it. Let's do it, man. Cutting. So what I'm making is a rear diffuser. So if you look at the back spoiler, this is all made out of 1/4-inch steel. And then down below here, I started to mock up just out of cardboard, a little bit of a template. And then on either side of the exhaust, what's that? It's a sanding disc, you know what that's for? Yep, something like that. But yeah, so the rear diffuser is gonna be a big panel that goes all the way across here. And it's gonna come down, and I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 spots. So we'll have a long cross piece, and then we'll have 6 kind of down pieces. And it's all just made out of cardboard right now. And I'm transferring that over to metal. And yeah, basically just wanna mock it up with your cardboard to start and transfer it to steel or whatever material you have. You could be using plastic, UHMW, but in my case, I'm going with steel. Cameraman Riker is gonna record me from up in his, what's that, your store, or is this, that's your store? He sells Oreos, he sells juice boxes, and I think he said the price is free. So I don't know if he's working or if, who was the other guy that was working here? Scully? Yeah? You want to pass to the camera? I think it's recording right now, so. All right, gotta make a cut. Cut down, cut down. Cameraman ready?
Yep.
Cameraman's locked and loaded. All right, pretty straight cut here. Well guys, it's a couple days later. My beard's getting a little bit thicker. I have all my metal pieces for the rear diffuser cut out. So today I'm gonna start grinding them down, welding them up. All right, so we have all of our metal pieces for the rear diffusers. They're basically all the upright pieces that'll sit like this. So now you can see those marks there. I'm gonna shape them with the grinder. I'll put a nice sanding disc on there, and I'll be able to shape these the way I want, give them a bit of radiuses. These are the middle ones. So we have all the parts cut out. Let's go ahead and grind them down, shape them up. Then I'll be able to start welding them up to the long horizontal piece, and then we can mount it to the car and see how it looks. What I did was, I took my 2 clamps, my little workbench here, and I clamped them all together, and I went over them first with the heavy grinding wheel, and then I used my cutoff disc just to cut some of the extra material off so I'm not spending all the time sanding them. And then final, I went over with just a sanding disc wheel on there. and they came out looking great. They're all symmetrical, they're all even. So let's go ahead, tidy up all 6 of these rear slits, and then we'll weld them up to the long horizontal piece. Alright, so we got all 6 of our rear diffuser parts cut out. We're ready to weld them up onto the long horizontal piece. I got the 2 middle ones, which I'm going to weld on these studs for mounting into the trunk. And then these 4 outer ones, I'm going to drill 3 holes that will go into the chassis, and that'll make the whole rear diffuser sturdy. So let's go ahead, we'll weld up all 6 of these to the long horizontal piece, which is this guy right here. I'll grab my square, I'll make sure that my outside pieces are square, I'll tack them on first, then I'll move in 1 row, and then I'll measure my license plate because that's where I want these ones to line up with. So let's start welding. That worked out great. This is the first time I've used my Lincoln MIG welder in probably 8 years. It's been stored in my C-can when I was living out west. But I got my gas hooked up. The little MIG welder is plugged into, I believe it's just a 120 outlet there. And yeah, it's zapping and melting my metal pretty good. What I got going on over here right now is I took the piece that I just welded up for the rear diffuser. We got some little tiny beads in there. And now I need to weld on my second set of fins, but I had to measure where my chassis is, and it's going to be exact measurement of 36 inches. So I just pulled my center mark, then I went 18 this way, 18 that way, and made sure that everything is lining up so we can go ahead and weld on these next set of uprights. Check that out, guys. Sorry for the hum. It's coming from the fan on the welder. But we got 4 out of the 6 fins welded up right now. These 2 inner ones are going to mount up to the chassis. So I'm going to go ahead and mock it up onto the back end of the car right now. And then we can drop our lines down from our license plate and weld on the last 2. Something like that, guys. So I just got it mocked up roughly right now, and gonna measure out where these 2 center fins underneath the license plate are gonna line up with these 2 lines here. So I'll mark those up weld those up, and essentially we can just drill the rest of the holes and mount it onto the back end of the car. It's hard to see it now once it's painted black. The lighting's horrible. So I'll have these two fins here around the exhaust on each side, and then we'll have our two center ones underneath the license plate. Everything's just kind of roughly in place right now, so if you see gaps and stuff, it's not the way it's going to look. I'm going to be swinging these back ends up, lining it up with this fender line here, and yeah, it's going to look pretty slick, especially once I mount the chassis mount wing back on. So we got the rear diffuser all welded up for the Pontiac Fiero Ferrari kit car. Might be hard to see right now, sun's going down, but essentially there you have it, guys. We got the rear diffuser for the Koenig Replica. It's made out of 3/16 hot rolled steel. It's not overly heavy. Again, this is just going to be cosmetics, not so much function, but it's looking good. I'm pretty happy with that. Once it's painted black and bolted up, we'll do that vlog tomorrow, but hopefully you guys are pretty stoked on the way it's looking, and you guys watch the next vlog where I paint it up and mount it to the car. What are you yammering about? Yeah, do whatever you want, brother. Hey! Alright guys, we have got the rear diffuser all welded up. That's gonna be enough for today. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, and we'll catch you guys next time. Ciao, ciao. Woo!